There's so much to share today. I haven't even finished. I've been working on this plan for the last, I don't know, hour or so, and I hope to get it all through. Here's the list. I will tell you that I have done no research on this. You take it for what it's worth. Big fat zero. I sat down actually to write something on Sunday about Van Jones, and I wrote a couple of things of what was coming, I thought, and I didn't even finish a paragraph. I hit the return key a couple of times, and this is what came out. And I will post it now at GBTV or glennbeck.com, and you'll be able to read it yourself as it was written. There's only one line there that I didn't write down, and it's the last line of it. But I'll share it with you because it won't leave my head. But I didn't write it down because I thought it was ridiculous. I thought I can't even write that. It's so ridiculous. But here it is. On money. Again, I'm not an advisor. I don't know what to do. Look, I just told my own personal advisor because I've lost a lot of money. Don't listen to me. I can't tell you anything about money. I'm not good at that. But money, gold, food, cigarettes, liquor, sugar, guns, ammo, seeds. That's the list of a madman. Or that is the list of somebody who says, you know what? I'm prepared for any eventuality. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Why would I have liquor and cigarettes? Because the world that you could be entering in, at least temporarily, will be a barter system. This will buy you a lot. This will buy you a lot. Also, skills. A lot of people will say, I don't have enough money to do it. But what is your skill? What is your skill? Because you're for a while there, you need to barter, and you may need to make alliances with people. You may live in a community where, you know, Bill, what do you do? Because, for instance, I can't fix a car. I can't fix a car. I'm at the bottom of the food chain. If this society breaks down, I'm the first to be eaten because I'm like, you need a good storyteller, or what do you need? I got nothing. I got nothing to offer. 3, have 30 days cash on hand. I should have put here, I'll buy a safe. But 30 days cash on hand. You should have cash in case an ATM isn't working. If the banking system goes down, you got nothing. We're also used to, well, my credit card or my ATM card, or let me stop at the cash machine. Your cash machines might, just think of this as Katrina. There are no ATMs working for a long time. 30 days cash, be able to handle all of your expenses for 30 days. Don't let any of these things stop you. If you say, I can't do that, good, then do the rest. If you can do 10 days, have 10 days. Don't let any of these be a roadblock. 1 day is better than none. Knowledge is money. Knowledge is power. The people who have skills with their hands can build, can fix, can think, can design. Those things all of a sudden have real value to them. And I'll get into education here in a little bit and explain this a little bit more. I can't believe this came out of my own fingertips. Buy a house. I think this is nuts. I think that's nuts. Buy a house? I've been praying on that. I didn't buy a house. I rented a house down in Texas. But at the same time, I'm being yelled at to buy an insane piece of property down in Texas. So I'm buying it. I don't know. I'm hedging my bet. I'm going to be living either in the rental property or I'm going to be living in the studio. I have no idea. Buy farmland if you can. Make sure there's water on it. Not street water, not city water, water. Make sure there's water on it. But buy farmland. And if you can't buy farmland, live around farmland. Stop all excess spending. This doesn't mean you don't buy anything. This means stop all excess spending. Quite honestly, I have a vacation planned for Christmas with my family. We always take a vacation at Christmas. When I wrote this, the next day, sorry, honey, I know I didn't tell you this because, well, I checked into it and we couldn't do it because we'd lose all our money. I tried to cancel the vacation. I wanted to see if I could cancel the vacation. Stop excess spending. 7, quality, durability, fixable over fad and fashion. Forget fad and fashion. I put on my shoes today. These are, I don't even know what these are. These are Todd's. And I put on my shoes today, and I looked at a couple pairs of shoes that as I was getting dressed. These are good shoes. These I'll have for a very long time. They will last for a very long time. I have a few pairs of shoes that are fashionable. Nope. Don't buy them. Buy something with durability. I've got a couple pairs of boots that I can wear in the snow here in New York, and they look very nice. Buy something that will last. Buy it once. Fixable. I don't have my iPad here. My grandfather, I just know it. My grandfather would have looked at an iPad, and he would have taken that thing, because he worked at Boeing, and he would have taken that thing, and he would have looked at it, and he said, there are no screws in this. I know my grandfather well enough to know he would have said that. There's no screws in that. Well, why? What does that matter? Because you don't fix it. If you can't fix it, what do? You breaks, and they say, and it happens all the time. They say it to you all the time. It's just cheaper to replace it. You know how much a cord cost at Apple? You lose your cord, it's like, what is it, like $60? It's $65. That's crazy. It's a cord. It's crazy. Fad, fashion, no. Durability, something that is strong, something that's durable, something that will last. Quality, something that it will last. And fixable. 8, measure twice, cut once. My grandfather taught me that. Measure twice, cut once. You can't waste anything. 9, fuel efficient. Not to save the planet, but because if we go to war in the Middle East, what you got? What you got? How much is gas? $10 a gallon? Now at the same time, I don't even know this one. Buy a truck or an SUV. But these two came to me at the same time in the same thought. Fuel efficient, truck or SUV. And it's not like forget fashion. It's honestly, it was like a solar Humvee. It was, my feeling was that you have to be able to take it off-road. You have to be able to have some durability. You have to be able to, get around tough things. It doesn't have to be a Humvee, but it has to be something that, has some durability to it, but fuel efficient. And then pre-1979. I think that's from electronics. And I would say the happy version of that is it's something that you can fix, that it's fixable. And it fits with some other things that I'm going to be talking about here. Now, buy a house. Here's location. Location, there is no place to go that is safe. Most likely where you are, or here, let me say it this way. When we were standing in Jerusalem and they had just killed all of those people on the Israeli-Egyptian border, that day, my whole team was there. We have 4 suicide vests out. We're going to go stand in the most dangerous place in the world, and the mosque is right there, and we're going to be talking about how much we love Israel. And my staff was really upset. And I told them, and I don't know how many of them believe me. I hope all of them. I said to them, look, the safest place you can be is where God tells you to stand. I know God told me to stand here. If he didn't tell you to stand here, I'll put you on the next plane. If he says you should be in New York, be in New York. The most dangerous place to be is where you say you should be. Find out where he wants you. But there's no place that will be untouched. There will just be places that are worse than others. Texas, the mountains, any place where God still plays a role with the general population. And I don't mean some God that's telling you to blow people up or some God that is telling you that the government should do all the work. I mean the real God. Texas, the mountains, someplace where God plays a role, where society hasn't broken down as much as it has in others. And this one, if you cannot move, you're most likely the place where you're supposed to be. But create a network, create alliances. Know who your friends are. Know who's not going to panic. Know who's going to help others and not tear others apart. We'll be back with the rest of this here in just a second.